Hi, my name is Amy, and I was on the Lab Liberia trip this summer. And this trip, we brought a few mobile labs to Liberia. And mobile labs are these sets that you can fit in a suitcase and carry around and do science experiments anywhere. And after we came back, we decided to make a series of videos showing how to use the mobile lab so that anyone can use it. The first thing in a mobile lab is a computer. The ones we brought to Liberia have laptops. And the thing you need on the computer is this thing called Lab Pro. And here we open it up. And you can see an empty graph, but nothing's showing yet. That's why the second part is a Go link. The Go link has two sides. One side is for the probes, and one side is a USB that you plug into your computer. And after you plug it in, you can see that it's lit up. And now I'm going to show you the probes that we have. The first one is a pH probe. If you plug it in, you can see that it shows the pH in the bottom left corner. And you can use it to test the pH of any solution. The second probe is a gas pressure probe. You can use this to test gas pressure, and for example, right now it's showing the atmospheric pressure. The third probe is a colorimeter. You can use it to test the concentration of any solution using transmittance or absorbance, and this is useful for teaching Beer's law. The fourth probe is a voltage probe. If you attach these clips to two sides of a wire, you can test the voltage difference between them. The fifth probe is a conductivity probe. Plug it in here. And if you put it in a solution, you can test the conductivity, for example, of water or salt water. And the final probe is a temperature probe. It works much like a thermometer, and you can see the temperature displayed in Celsius at the bottom left-hand corner. And we're going to do a short experiment about using the temperature probe. It measures temperature, but it doesn't look much like a thermometer. So Lab Pro has several options. If we go to Insert, Meter, and Thermometer, you can see it now shows a thermometer on the screen. You can customize it too if you right-click to Thermometer Options. You can change the top and the bottom temperature. For this experiment, we'll use from 0 to 100 degrees Celsius. And for future reference, you can also change the scale of the temperature. So if you click here for column options, temperature, you can change the units of temperature to degrees Celsius, Kelvin, or Fahrenheit, but we'll be using Celsius. And for this experiment, we'll be putting the temperature probe into hot water and cold water and see what shows. First, before you start the experiment, go to data collection, which is this clock up here. And you want to set the time recording to 10 seconds. And after you're done with that, we'll start with hot water. And once you're ready to collect, you click collect. And then we see the temperature is rising both down here, the thermometer, and on the graph. And after 10 seconds are done, you'll automatically finish collecting. And we want to take the cold water too, so we have to store this data. For that, you go to Experiment and Store Latest Run, or Control L. Now you can see the red line is thinner and this part changed blue. So now we can record a second time. We go to collect. This time you can see the temperature is going down. And after 10 seconds, it finishes collecting. And this is the data for the experiment. There are several options to analyze data. For example, this button here is called linear fit. If you click on it, it says select one or two more columns to perform a linear fit on, and we'll select both. And now you can see there are two lines. One is showing the general fit for the increase in temperature when you put it in hot water, and one is showing a line for the decrease in temperature when you have cold water. And for example, here it has slope, and of course, when this temperature is going up when you put it in hot water, the slope will be positive, and for the cold water, the slope is negative. And when you're teaching students, you can have them graph by themselves, and you can have them check their slope against these. And that's all for the temperature probe. Show you a few things that Logger Pro has. For example, if you go to File, Open, you can see this is a whole list of experiments. Biology, for example, has all of these experiments. And chemistry also has many experiments. And some of these will be shown in the later videos that will explain each probe more in detail. But for now, I hope you learn how to use Logger Pro a little bit more, and thank you for using our mobile lab set.